Hello, folks. How's it going? I am back, and we are going to continue with the Battle for Wesnoth tonight. Had a lot of fun yesterday with XCOM, but we are beginning some really interesting spots in Wesnoth that I'm excited to continue through. So, we're actually just going to jump right into that as soon as I load up the game. I've also been dumping a lot of hours into Crusader Kings 2. So that's fun. I almost had control of the Hispania Empire, and then I lost it, and we're working our way back through there. But that's not what you tuned in for. So let's jump in to this. We had just finished the kind of story exposition of plunging into darkness campaign or scenario. So now we get to do the Lost General. We are now in the main dwarvish caverns. Underground roads once led to different parts of this complex, but now everything lies in ruins. Defeat all enemy leaders. We don't know who they are or what they are, but we have to kill them all. We have 54 turns to do so, which is a reasonable amount of time. This map is kind of big. And again, we have Shroud. So there's a lot we don't know about this map. Okay, so diving right in, we need to learn some things here. And the first thing we're going to do a little bit of movement to see what we can discover. There is a castle here. I believe there's also an enemy right here. So that's fun. We'll see what we want to bring back and what we... Also, oh, that's right, we get new recruits now. So we have Dwarvish Fighters and Thunderers, and we've got Griffin Riders! Woot! So we're going to intersperse recalls with recruits. We only have 100 gold, so we need to be kind of careful about what we do. We're going to preferentially recall loyal units to not lose so much gold right off the bat. Unfortunately, all of our loyal units have no movement, and movement is going to be very important down here. So we'll start with the Sylph, and then a Griffin Rider for movement. And we're just gonna get started on leveling up these guys. Yeah. They take a while to level up. They're really good. So we're just gonna do it. But we have no gold, we have no gold income, so we might as well just get moving. This is one where the control of villages is going to be important. As well as knowledge of the map. So we are mostly going to go in one direction, but we'll send our Griffin Rider north to just see what's up. Alright, so there's a big cave-in down in the south. I think I remember that if there are a couple of things about this map where if you have flying units, you can get to places where otherwise you wouldn't be able to. And we're already at neutral gold, which is good. I think also we will find new places to recruit from. So moving Conrad down with folks is going to be good. It'll keep our new troops closer to the action. Man, what is up with... Oh, right, of course. Griffin Riders don't like being in caves. This makes sense. Let's read this sign. The sign says guest quarters. Okay. What was that raucous noise?
That could only have been a dwarven thunderstick, Conrad. Our Nalgan allies must be in the thick of battle.
We must hurry to assist them, my lords. Interesting. So yeah, we bought a Thunderer. I note that they have an 18-1 ranged attack. So they are the definition of a glass cannon. They only have one attack, but it's really powerful. I think when they level up, you get to the point where they have 2 attacks that are also still really powerful. But that's kind of their whole shtick. Who goes there? Friend or foe? We are desperately trying to rid these tunnels of orcs and trolls. Please, help us in our plight. Alright, so there are orcs and trolls that we need to deal with. That's what we have learned. This probably just straight connects to there without anything interesting. So let's go. Yeah, so this area here you wouldn't see if you had no units that could fly. Well, okay, shallow water. I guess we could cross that. Shallow water. We could probably cross that with any of our units. Let's keep exploring. All right, we got 2 friendly units here. We're gonna pause for a second and let our troops catch up. My uncle's family drowned after the orcs flooded that cavern. Alright, so the orcs flooded this cavern. Interesting. Also, there's a whirlpool here. I wonder what that is. Let's see if it's anything special. It's nothing special. It's just deep water. Interesting. Ooh, something's happening over here. Also, flying units can just be out in the middle of nowhere. So that's fun. You emerge into a vast natural cathedral, the walls arching higher than you can see in the darkness. Stretching across the gallery is a great chasm, around which the cave floor appears to have been completely worn smooth. This was once the center of a bustling dwarvish empire, the remnants of which have since been driven into the upper caves of Nalga by the forces of darkness. Neat. Vile creature! Let us rid these tunnels of its kind! So we've got some trolls! I'm standing over here because I want to not get in the thick of that. Okay. So that's a pretty thick battle right there. Let's go up north and see what we can see. I'm guessing that our allies' keep is up here. And we can't really do anything over here, so we may be crossing this river to try and cut behind them. We'll need to scout some more. Oh, no, there's nothing to cross behind with. This is just full of houses. And we can't recruit anywhere. without sending Conrad all the way back there, which really, like, that's going to take 5 whole turns. I was kind of banking on us having another keep to walk in on. So that's not great, per se. We might be able to share keeps with our allies. Or we may be retreating. We'll see. What do we got going on up here? Yeah, so there's our ally. We'll make sure we can see everything else. Yeah, okay. All right, we have 54 whole turns. We can't really take these guys with what we've got. I don't think. So I am actually going to send Conrad back. We'll take these houses, and then we might just try and hold right here. And hold for more reinforcements. Yeah, trolls regenerate, which just makes them a pain in the ass to fight against. Yeah, here they are. Okay, so he is a healthy, intelligent dwarf. Always rest heals. Oh, I don't think I've seen that before. They always heal 2 hit points every turn, regardless of whether they engaged in combat the turn before. That might be really useful. So I'm going to try and level him up pretty quickly here. Our goal is that this next turn we're going to be retreating back down this tunnel to where there's a choke point. So I'm actually going to leave the Thunderer where he is. We need gold to win this, so we are going to take the turns to use our Sylph to gather the last of these houses. I don't necessarily want to take gold away from our ally because he is still actively recruiting as well. Geldar, our friend here. Let's see if there's any dialogue by moving up next to him. No, okay. Then we'll start coming back down. You can stay where you are. Okay. Yep. So this is not good positioning, right? Like they have more troops on us than we have on them. Sorry, man, I need those houses. So we are going to pull back and pull back. $63 hit points, 63 hit points. We'll probably put Callan's out first because he's got a better melee attack. But make no mistake, these guys will all be moving around to hold this position. And eventually we might actually retreat back to this choke point because it allows us to have a healer behind everyone as opposed to this guy's just sort of on his own right now. Actually, now that I mentioned that, we're going to do that now. Or we're going to set up for that now. So, nope. Actually, yeah. So Callan's will hold them off for one turn, then he will fall back. Okay. Undo. If they have that house, they have that house. Actually, that's a decent enough choke point for now. Gives us a chance to cause some problems. This rider is not in a great spot, not gonna lie. Especially against the rock hurlers. Nice. Alright, so he leveled up into a steel clad. Those are pretty reasonable. Importantly, we have discovered the map, although I'm noticing that there's definitely something happening down here. So there might be an event that happens during this mission that reveals more of the chamber. We also don't know how far back this goes. Alright. Our Griffin Rider's probably dead, so we're gonna just take out who we can. Which is apparently no one. At least we didn't get more hurt. Oh, our ally has had their leader get jump into the fight, which is never good. Alright, Delphador, you're in the way. And that did not go according to plan. You'll stay there. Alright, with these folks coming up. Let's see if we have any level 2s that would be useful here. An outlaw might be nice. And we will go ahead and bring back our Great Mage. Will we do that? Does that make sense? Not really. We will bring back a Fugitive and a Silver Mage, though. Yeah, that's not great. Oh, you've got a hit. Okay. Oh, the Sylph doesn't heal. Whoops. Totally thought she healed. That was not a healer. Okay. We need a healer now. And we're not gaining a lot of gold. Okay, so we can press with these guys a little bit and try and see what's down here. I think instead, though, we're going to take a couple of turns to pull back and heal. And probably recruit the... what is it? It's not a Sylph, it's the other level up of the Elvish Druid. Aha! Surprise, motherfucker! Nice. fine. It's going to take 3 turns to get down there, which is probably just long enough for him to get healed fully. You are always going to heal too, so that's nice. And it's also going to take you a while to get down there. Meanwhile, because you fly and are level 4, I'm going to push my luck a little bit. Like, there is one that it's going to be able to attack us. Which, yeah, not great, but not the end of the world either. So let's go ahead and go there and just see what we see. Not a whole lot. Okay. One more turn and we can get our healer. Okay, we lost our ally. Which is also decidedly not great. Oh, you don't fly. Interesting. You just move really quickly. Right, we need to circle around here. And hope this doesn't hit. Nice. And we need to get you back here. Okay. There, the shide. That's what I was thinking of. Okay. Yeah, you need to get out of there. Okay, so here's the unfortunate thing. Looking at their movement, I think they're going north around this way to get to us. No one can currently hit her. If I move her down here, this wolf can attack her again. So I think we're just going to have to kill him. And stay where we are. And in the meantime, this group of 4 is going to stay where they are and pick these guys off as they come along the corridor. Yeah, it's the best I can do. Just as protection, and then we're going to pull him back, and again, we're going to hold this choke point right here. And you're going to go get me that house. Okay. There's no night and day in a tunnel, so it's just underground, which is always good for chaotic units and always bad for lawful units. Alright, we'll let him move up one more turn before we do anything about him. Yuck. Oh, that's really not good. The earth shakes. So something just happened. I'm guessing it has to do... Oh, look, there's a tunnel there now. Interesting. I can't get anyone around him. So I can't give him a kill here, and I also don't think I can kill him. So we're going to slow him instead. And just stick where we are. Actually, we're gonna start sending our fugitive down south to reinforce these guys. Alright, Delphador, that's good enough. Let's go there. I did not know that the undead were in these pits. Oh no! Oh no! Oh no. Well, we're gonna have to deal with that. Okay. Now we got another fugitive. Fighting a battle on two fronts. Do not like this. This troll warrior here scares me. Yep, because that's a bone warrior, or a bone shooter. Unfortunately, I think we just have to sit here and take it for a little while. No, we have to stay here so that we can deal with these guys as they come up. Ah, I was trying so hard to keep him alive. Yeah. Good-ish. Yeah, we can't afford to try and funnel experience. We just need to kill. All right. Because he's on a 70% tile, so that's why I'm okay with him being there. I'm hoping he's the target. Because 25-2 is messed up. Luckily, everyone can survive that, so they should be able to kill him on the crackback no matter what happens. I'm glad that they can't move very fast. And we need to get Callans out of the water pretty soon here. But I wanted to protect our Sylph from attack for a little bit there. Oh boy, hit twice on our Silver Mage. No big deal. Yeah, we're gonna have to retreat down there. No, that's just not gonna work. Oh, that's risky business. I think we've got to try for our silver mage. Oh man. Feels bad. Feels real bad. Alright, it's time to pop. It's time to run. Have to do this smartly though. No, undo that. Have to cover the retreat for those that can't quite make it. Just a slightly different roll of the dice. Yeah, that's really, really unfortunate. All right, we're actually going to retreat up this way and push these three down here, and we're going to make our new base right there. Because we don't have gold, and we need to get the houses that surround here if we're going to be able to defend this. Alright, yeah. Conrad moves up. Delphador will clear the way, which will allow us to move folks back. Yep. I was debating whether moving over here made more sense because there were villages for us to heal from, but I think we just need to consolidate our forces at this point. Move back there. And just start pushing. Practically in all cases, I will be trying to leave the fugitive as our rear guard because they've got the best defensive bonuses in this terrain. So like if I put him here, zone of control prevents anyone else from moving past him. Only one person can hit him, and he's got 70% chance to just not get hit. Yeah, okay, so they are going to try and circle around us. I'm going to send you to that house. No, I'm not. I think... Right. Okay. So we're going to try and kill, heal, run, walk, I guess, because they move so slowly. And right there. Okay. If we were just a little bit faster, we might have been able to hold them right here, but that's not going to happen. So we're actually just going to end up not moving much past here. No one else is even going up this way, so let's just deal with these shadows before they become a problem. I like healthy. That's a really neat trait to have. It's also nice to have that on an intelligent character. who's going to end up leveling up faster. Their bow is just super gnarly, so I don't want to even do that. We're going to come back and replace you with 70%. Back up. Conrad's reasonably close to a level up, so he can get involved a little bit here. It looks like the undead and the orcs seem to be not enemies, at the very least. I don't know if they're allied, but they're not enemies. Which in and of itself is annoying. Okay, so now healer, leader for leadership. Failure. 14-2. Yeah, we'll probably have to switch him out in a second. But we can get folks that need healing next to our healer, and otherwise everyone just sort of stays right there. Yeah, okay, so they are allied, the orcs and the undead, which is, like I said, annoying. There's that. We do a quick switcheroo here. We could almost push forward. The only thing coming up is an assassin. Yeah, we can push forward. Undead super don't like our magic attacks. And then Conrad is a capable combatant. Ha! Wow. I regret the words that I have spoken. And they are taking houses away from us, so we are really losing money. We're not going to be able to recruit anyone else this scenario. Getting him close to level 3, which is nice. And otherwise, we're just going to go for that. Alright, we need to kill the leaders, so let's go kill the leaders. And in the meantime, we can leave probably 3 units back because of all the choke points. And that will cover us from the undead. So probably an outlaw, our dwarf, and the healer. So it's going to look like this. That's so risky. We're going to let him come to us. Yeah, there we go. Let's get that leadership and let Conrad heal a second. Nice, level 3. We got ourselves a dwarvish lord. 15-3 battle axe, 19-2 hammer, and he's even got a ranged attack, which is something that our dwarvish fighters up until this level did not have. So that's also very nice. Oh, interesting. The rock lubbers are annoying, right? So we're just gonna go with magic. Nice. Alright, Delphador, what do we got? A troll warrior as the boss here. We'll back it up one so he can't get to us. And probably these three are enough to take just one of them, I'm hoping. And as it stands, we will leave everyone else where they are. So man, 35 turns goes by really quickly when you don't have a lot of units. And now it doesn't matter who we give the experience to, we just need the battle to be over. Alright, so he's got a troll whelp for us to fight, but that's it. Then otherwise we are going to have to go down south and kill the undead leader as well. So let's start moving down with these guys. Again, I don't think it's going to take that long, but I'd rather be there in a hurry than not. And the number of troops that they have is quite small at this point. I'm going to send the fugitive on a house gathering mission. All right. I mean, yeah, we just go for this. We want to get this done in one turn. Nice. And we want to deal with these guys. I could have sworn that you flew, but you do not fly. Otherwise, I'd have you check out this stuff. Description. Let's check the unit description here. So they don't fly, but they certainly move well. The only thing they don't have are impassable and unwalkable, whereas our Shide... No, it's the same ones. So then what gives? Give me just a second to check. I think it's dwarves that the Griffin Riders are under. No. Griffin Rider. So Griffin Rider is the only one that can do unwalkable terrain, which is what this and this is. So you can't get there, which is very interesting to me. Whoa, whoa, whoa. That's not what I wanted. I mean, let's go ahead and try it. Hey, nice! So the only folks left are those two. The problem is that they have now gotten a lot of villages. So I'm sure that their leader is recruiting now. I wonder if I can set multiple paths. I cannot. Okay, that's too bad. Alright, let's go ahead and finish up dealing with these guys in such a way that we can still sort of explore around here. Because I'm curious what's up north of this area. Alright, we got that. Took all of our villages. Okay. Like I expected, they are recruiting. It looks like there's probably nothing but villages up there. So we'll go ahead and bring Delphador back, but we will continue to look just in case there's something useful. And I'm sure that Chad is yelling at me. Yeah, it's just a village. Okay, so we'll grab it to not have done this, and probably not do this. But I think it's important that we have a well controlled economy here. And more so, I think it's important that we take that economy away from our opponents so they stop recruiting against us. So this is probably greedy and not necessary, but also these units are probably too far away to get down here in time for whatever battle's going to happen. Start us off strong. Ooh, there's a bone shooter. Okay, a bone shooter is the kind of thing you don't want to face in the water. So I'm glad we were able to get our dwarvish lord up there. And he's now got a hatchet, so he can actually do something with that. Okay, we're going to come back here and deal with that. I think putting Conrad in a position to be shot is not great, so we're actually going to leave him where he is. Yeah. I am really liking healthy as a trait. I don't think that was in the game the last time I played it. And I feel perfectly fine doing this with Conrad's skill set. Is that where I want you? I think it is. We're going to recover as much of these houses as we can, again, to take them away from the undead that we are fighting against. Callens is going to wait one more turn there. Very nice. Oh, it's this foul enemy that we fight. I am Lionel. I am the lost general. I will avenge myself upon you all. Avenge? What have we done to you that you must avenge?
Lionel, a general. I remember that name.
Remember me, do you? I was the king's finest general, sent down to these pits to retrieve the scepter. But the orcs trapped me and my men in this cavern to starve to death. The dwarves were no help, leaving me to die. Now, I will get revenge upon you all! Enemy unit sighted. And also, more enemy units. I think that dialogue box triggers these friendos. Also, that explains why the storyline told us that the caves had been done in. That it must have been That must have been Lionel, who had been blocked in by the orcs and then starved to death. Alright, I just noticed that my camera has decided to stop working again. So I'm going to see if I can fix that for 2 seconds. There we go. Okay. So we want a few reinforcements at this point. Because we can't really deal with all of that right now. Luckily, dwarves are great. Impact against skeletons are always great. And dwarves with hammers, love it. We also have a decent amount of magic with us. We just need to not get caught. So our dwarvish buddy here is going to retreat. Bring the healer in. And he's 1 experience from a level up and a full heal. So we'll keep him where he is. Yeah, there we go. Did he actually level up? No, he was level 3 already. I just thought his position in his portrait changed there. That's weird. I'm probably imagining things. Yeah, we don't want to do that. What we want to do is get someone else up there, but we're not quite to the point where that makes sense. So, yeah, you can use your bow. And then we are going to do the hammer here. And otherwise we can hold there. Callan's is decent to have here. And I don't want to put him in the corner because then we lose the ability to be healed. So I think we just continue on this course. And I'm actually going to pop over here against the Revenant. Yeah. Now, however, we can do this because we're going to advance forward. And do that. And then we will switch out for Callan's. Use his Fairy Fire. And Delphador to use his Lightning. Lionel is a level 3, and we are also level 3, but my god, we have 83 hit points. And let's check our resistances. Like, reasonable resistances all across the board. So we might actually just start this off right now. There's not really a reason to wait on this. Yeah, like this is gonna be nuts. And we're gonna be able to end this pretty quickly and move on to the next one. So with our only major loss being the Silver Mage. We do have a Red Mage who we were going to be leveling up into a Grand Mage. We'll just have to change that to a Silver Mage now. It's also good to see that we can recruit all units. I was worried that maybe once we got into the tunnels we wouldn't be able to recruit more elves or something like that, because, you know, thematically from a story perspective, that would make sense. Luckily, that is not the case. I wouldn't mind having a couple of after maximum level advancements going to our Dwarvish Lord for even more hit points. Just make him the biggest tank ever. So we'll just do that. And if not, giving that experience to anyone else from our command party, I feel fine with. Honestly, I'd like Callan's out of everyone else. Because I'm thinking of units that we will always have that always need hit points because we always don't want them to die. But it's fine giving it to Conrad too. So we're going to get, it's level 3, so that's 24 experience. It's a healthy jump start on the next after maximum level advancement for Conrad. We also just might not be able to do it. Yeah. I don't necessarily want to give it to our Shide. She's already gotten one. And she's not a leader, so it's not as valuable. Now we get another chance also to give it to our Dwarvish Lord. Alright, he failed. Can Callan's... Yeah, Callan's can get in there. I would like it to go to him if we can. Nice.
I am vanquished, but at least by worthy foes instead of those disgusting orcs.
It's funny because the undead did not attack the orcs.
Rest in peace, Lionel, the poor lost general. I am destroyed, but my mission must be completed. Though you are foes, you are at least worthy ones, so I will tell you that the scepter is east from here, the way you have come, from deep in the caverns. I made the mistake of not asking for directions when I became lost. May you have better fortune in your quest than I did.
What a typical man. Didn't ask for directions, ended up dead. This is why you always, don't feel any shame about having asked for directions.
These caves are vast. If we are to find the Sceptre of Fire, we must hurry. We are not alone, and now that our foes have smelled our blood, it will be worse.
How will we make it?
I do not know, Conrad, but I can sense that our path leads us only downward. We will continue to the northeast, to the deepest depths of these caverns.
Yay! We did not get a lot of bonus gold for that. We did not complete that in any sort of a timely manner. So hopefully the starting goal is enough for us to get the troops we need next time. The last dwarvish settlement far behind them, the party descended into the deepest parts of the hewn caverns. Except for the disturbances caused by the occasional goblin, the air in the lower passages was still and tomb-like. Stepping through a low corridor, Conrad and Delphador emerged from the maze-like catacombs into icy blackness. Darkness seemed to crush them. Lights flickered and went out. Even the staff of the elder mage struggled to produce enough light to see by. A cavernous void stretched out ahead, across which no ceiling or walls were visible. Wind howled and whipped over narrow ledges bridging the depths, almost as if animated by powerful nearby magic and newly awoken evil. We did not make it very far, but to be fair, we're underground. We're probably going back and forth a bunch. Where are we? Which way now? I am tired of this darkness. Stop being such a baby.
I am not sure of the way. Let me think for a moment.
I sense an ally. I spoke too soon. On guard! What in the world are you doing here? Tracking you down, of course. You've escaped me for the last time.
Foolish girl! We are in the deepest of caverns, probably surrounded by all manner of creatures, and you still want to fight us? You will bring us all to ruin.
Duffador mad.
Don't try to trick me. I know why you have come here, but I will put an end to you and your treason here. Then I will get the scepter and return to the daylight again.
Lol.
Surprise! Die, you sun lovers!
Now we are surrounded. Do you still want to fight us, Lassar? Surely that would lead to doom for us all. I see we have little choice but to help each other. Let us fight together until we return to the surface. Agreed? Very well. I promise that you will reach the surface again, or we shall all perish together.
So now we can't lose Lassar.
But once we escape from this hole, I have a score to settle with you.
Alright, calm down. So we need to defeat the enemy leader, and now no one of either command squad can die. We don't have direct control over Lassar, she's just an ally, but we have to make sure that she doesn't die. So we can do a couple of tricky things if we wanted to, like we could, actually we can't really. Well, we could occupy her keep and then she couldn't recruit. There's no real reason for that because she is actually our ally in this case. We need to be careful with these guys. So probably going to go down and deal with this wolf with our two folks here, as opposed to trying to engage with these four. Get an aftermax level up for Callens. He gained 3 hit points, very nice. We are definitely going to recall the Dwarvish Lord. Our first set of recalls needs to be folks that have a boatload of hit points, because they are going to be immediately under attack. And no one is safe. So as much as I'd like the DPS of a Great Mage or an Elvish Sylph, we can't afford to do that. Instead, we're going to grab the Elvish Champion. And at least one of our fugitives, possibly both. The reason I say fugitives is because of their better defensive bonuses on castles. That's 70%, just like on forests and other things. I think. Let me double check that. Right, so if I move you here, yeah, it's 70%. So we'll go ahead and grab another fugitive here. And the next turn we can focus on getting some deep... Oh, no, we've got a paladin. I forgot about him. That would be really good because he's a tank and he heals. But we're going to be careful about where we position him so that he can do his best work on our troops. So we'll go paladin there. It's kind of hard to pick where to put the champion, but we'll put him here with the fugitive there. Yeah. And we could have Conrad move down and start engaging. I don't necessarily think that's the best of ideas. Like, I could do this and expect to retreat back next turn. He can probably handle that. We're going to try it, because we need to make some... Yeah, okay, that did nothing. I should have... Right. Because trolls heal 8 hit points every turn, that attack didn't make any sense in any situation, unless we thought we could hit every single time. Yeah. Now we have to deal with that. This is why the first set of recruits, like you saw that ogre just straight died, which is why the first set of recruits has to be troops that can hold their own. Unfortunately, the only person they attacked was our healer, so that's not great. And then we do need to try and get people off of our keep so we can get another set of recruitments in. Oh man, but the Paladin doesn't do well off of our keep. It's all 20%. Obviously, the dwarf is fine. And then magic users are always fine. We're going to go ahead and do this and get him off of the keep. In a position, and then we're just going to have to shield him. So we might not be recruiting this turn in any meaningful way. That helped control things a little bit. I'm going to go ahead and throw him against the Wolf Rider here. We'll get Conrad back. We'll use the champion here. And we're just going to go for no damage back on us. Because there's a difference between 93% and 99%. Like, I'd rather not have the chance of extra damage on us. And then magical attacks are great. So yeah, we can only recall one more unit. But we can recall one more unit. And we're going to get a Mage of Light for extra heals, as well as changing things into deep underground, but light deep underground. So that gives us... It brings things closer in balance to 0. Most of our units are actually neutral at this point, so it's not a big deal one way or another, but it means that our opponents who are chaotic will not have quite as big bonuses. I'm so glad we have the depth of team to have several level 3s, several tanky level 3s, because Lassar has lost several units at this point. Oh, these are my favorite tanks in the whole game. Heavy infantrymen. Their level up is... Their maximum is ridiculous. 64 hit points, which is, you know, respectable. Their attack is only... They've only got 1. It's a 25 by 2. But their resistances against Blade is 50%. Pierce is 40%. They're pretty nice. Especially against undead, because that flail is an impact weapon, so... Seriously good stuff. Kind of what I was hoping for. Then... Okay, that didn't quite work. Good. Nice. Then we should be able to do this. Nice. Unfortunately, that means that Haldiel won't get any heals in this turn. That's okay. We can move off to the side. And we can grab some folks that are going to be better damage dealers. So, like the Sylph here. And we'll grab... Well, okay, we'll grab another healer. We'll grab the Shide. And then I'm actually going to recruit because I want to see what's going on out in this space here. And eventually I would like to get a leveled up Griffin Rider. Cave setting? Yes! Cave setting. We have made contact with the dwarves. Also, welcome to the chat, Potato. We made contact with the dwarves in our last stream, and now we are searching for the Sceptre of Fire, which is down in these tunnels somewhere. Lassar followed us down and is currently our ally because we got surrounded. And we got Griffin Riders. They hatched. The eggs, well, they matured enough. I love having a flying unit so we could see all of this. Okay. We still don't have anyone that we're trying to funnel experience to at this point. So we're just gonna do what makes the most sense, which is to bring someone who can't move very far, this human Mage of Light, down to use their attack on the troll here. That's also a nice, what's it called? Choke point, where they can't get in to deal a lot of damage to our Mage of Light here, so that's nice. Beyond which, we can set up our Elvish Shide to back him up and heal him from whatever damage he's going to take. Although, also, we can just keep going. So we're probably just going to keep going. Honestly, having the Shide finish this off is not the worst. No, that is pretty bad. You've got a number of hit points here. So do you. Let's do that here. And then you go here. I lied. I want you here. Better defense. Meantime, we'll start marching up this way with some of these folks. We've almost got this section dealt with, and with our allies we should get it dealt with pretty quickly. And I would like to start working on leveling up a Dwarvish Thunderer. They're a pet unit of mine. They're really bad, but I like them. Do we know what happens when they level up? We do not. They turn into a Thunder Guard, whatever that is. We will find out soon enough. As it stands, Conrad's good. He'll probably move with the Thunderers to try and give them leadership. And given the choke point that seems to have happened here, that should be opened up, so we'll probably send the Thunderers up to the northwest, so I'm going to send Conrad up there first. Conrad does not move as effectively. So you saw Lassar there use the fact that any leader can recruit on any keep to use our keep to recruit, which is fine. Like, we weren't using it. We unfortunately got blocked in here, and there's nothing I can do about it. Oops. Decided to move up a little bit to see what's up next. Unfortunately, this pikeman is in our way and is going to prevent us from effectively dealing with this troll warrior. So instead, we're going to prevent this from becoming a troll warrior. Bring the Mage of Light down to heal anyone that gets hurt. We could try with Delphador. It's just so risky. Only having one attacker. So we're not going to do that. We are going to bring the Thunderers down this way instead, because I think there's a chance for them to get some serious experience points from killing these trolls. Conrad, we already started him moving up that way, so we might as well finish with that. Delphador's got 63 hit points. This is a 40% defense square, and there's 2 attackers that both can do serious damages, so we're not going to be sitting there. We can move up 1, though. And we can't move past our ally, and we can't move into their square, so we're stuck there. He saw that, though, and he moved to get out of our way. Oh, oh, oh no! Oh, tragedy! Oh! I didn't see that multiple people could get around him. We just lost. It's a stream wipe. Alright, so we get to go back to the Lost General. That's unfortunate. We know more about this now. So that's nice, at least. We know, for instance, that we want to keep Conrad where he is. We know the general layout of the map. And we know that the first little bit is all movement, just us moving around. I'm going to ignore Griffin Riders this time. Oh, we lost Facecam again. That just seems to keep happening. Like, sometimes it's fine, and sometimes it's just not fine at all. I will try and get that back. I'm really not sure why. Why are we in caves? I explained that to you. We are in caves because we need to find the Sceptre of Fire, which is basically it's a religious artifact that lets everyone know that we are the one and true heir to the throne. Yeah. Why is this being... Oh, it just worked, and then it didn't. Come on. There we go. Alright, we got a camera back. Sorry about that, folks. Let me know if that happens again. Okay. So, at the end of last stream, AI allies since when? There were AI allies in the very first scenario. It's just mostly since then we've been on our own. In the first scenario, we were fleeing the Elvish forests, and we had 3 allies. 3 allies? 2 allies. We had 2 or 3 allies who tried to slow down our 3 opponents. Massively overwhelmed, and et cetera, to propel the story, but it's a mechanic that we've seen before in this playthrough. Also, I'm going to really quickly, I have a bag of York peppermint patties, which are very nice. So I will have one of those and answer some more questions if you have them. Yeah, so AI allies is a mechanic we've seen before. We're really starting to see how good is the AI. York sponsor win. Yeah, I would love York to sponsor, or anyone. No, I'm just kidding. How good is the AI in this game? I mean, as good as our AI opponents. So, generally pretty good. I don't know a whole lot about the ins and outs of exactly what their decisions are and like whether they prefer one style of strategy to another. I'm not quite that deep into it, but I know that generally they put up a good challenge against me, so they can also do decently as an aid. All right. Let's get into this a little bit. We are going to go south first. We are going to recruit 2 fighters. Then we are going to recall the Shide, because it moves quickly. We are going to recall the Fugitive, because it moves quickly and has impact weapons. And then we are going to recall the Outlaw, because it will level up into a Shide very soon. And this time around, we're going to leave Conrad at our base, because this is a 54-turn mission. And we are going to want more recruits later on. We are going to send the fugitive up north to take whatever houses we happen to come across. And we know that this curls back around and they'll meet up. So we can send everyone else down the other path.
There's a big cave-in south of here.
Yes. I did all of the story the last time we hit this scenario at the beginning of the stream, so I'm probably going to skip some of that this time around. These early turns are just moving around and discovering the map, which we definitely have an advantage having seen it before. What was that raucous noise? I just realized I don't know if I... Oh, good. I was concerned that I didn't unmute the game audio. Although it does look to be a little bit quiet. I will bump that up a little bit. That's probably a little bit better. We'll go just slightly higher. Yeah, right about there. Let me know if that's too loud, not loud enough, etc., etc. Yeah, so that is the Thunder Guard. And we like that. We would like to assist them in single combat. Not single combat. We'd like to assist them in their combat against, spoiler alert, orcs. And actually, Potato, if you have free time, I recommend going back and watching the first, I don't know, half an hour of this stream to see the story events that took place, and the last 10 minutes of the previous stream, because this is where we start to really get into the exposition and the story and figure out why we're doing what we're doing. Who goes there? Friend or foe?
We are desperately trying to rid these tunnels of orcs and trolls. Please, help us in our quest.
Yada, yada, yada. Probably will. Who knows, though? Is there a house down here? There is not. Okay. Double check that. The rocks are moving. Oh! Balls. Didn't mean to do that. I forgot that was a possibility. Yep. Okay, so we triggered the undead early. Oh, Lord. Maybe we can deal with them? Undo that last move. I'm having a hard time seeing... Okay, it looks like they actually can move there. With the shades of gray, it's sometimes hard to tell. So we want to move here. Yeah. Bugger. Your internet doesn't want you to watch this stream? Oh no! I mean, I'm sorry. But also, that's why the VODs exist. So you can catch that later. Thanks for sticking around while you could, though. I appreciate that. Ah, that's a lot of troops. Okay. What we want to do here is really use these choke points to our advantage and keep them locked up. Which means staying like that. This is really unfortunate having triggered that this early. Here are the orcs that are fighting our friends, but we're gonna bring him straight down to help out down here because we need all the help we can get at this point. But they are gonna be overwhelmed pretty soon here. Hey, stop hitting Delphador. What did he do to you? So we are going to switch out Delphador with Callens. Who's gonna come at these guys? We should be able to just hold steady here for a little bit. Oh, actually, I wanted to do this. Better use of our healer, more centrally located. Yeah. Oh, that was close. Uh-huh, and we have a troll already headed down this way. I mean, I'm not gonna complain a whole lot. It's not exactly what I want to happen. I'd like to give a kill to our outlaw here, but I'm fine with that. And again, we do have nearly 50 turns to do this, so it's okay if we take a little bit of time here. That's so many troops. Yeah, probably dead again. Well, then... No, we're gonna try and leave him alive if we can. Alright, fine. This is good enough. I'm okay with this.
I am Lionel, the lost general. Yada yada yada.
Avenge Lionel. I went to grab the thing. We're gonna keep this sort of where it is. We're just gonna flip the ordering so we can get the healer closer to that one in a second. Conrad's gonna need some troops to protect him in a little bit. I guess Conrad's gonna have to move. This is actually fine because they disappear in houses. They get to be invisible. Nice. That's what I like to see. Making progress. That's not as great. Alright, so that tells us that there are houses over here, which we already knew. Our unit is now hidden, but this orc's going to attack him. Maybe we can sneak back up and help eliminate him. Okay. We probably don't want to go too far beyond this. This is much better. Alright, I like that. I'm going to switch this around a little bit. And just stay put. Although Conrad's going to have to keep moving because he can't fight all three of these. as much as I wish he could. Alright, let's get that level up for our outlaw into a fugitive. Very nice. And then we want to stay put. We don't want to step out into this space because then we've got 3 attacks on our one guy, which is not, as they say, ideal. And we're going to need a healer back down there, I think. And then we'll probably back out and start dealing with, start dealing with this passageway. Probably bring Callan's out one and see if we can't get some experience for our dwarvish fighters here. Although neither of them are healthy. That was a really good trait to have gotten, the healthy trait. I would love to try and get another fighter that's healthy. Honestly, that was a really good dwarvish fighter to level up. Healthy and intelligent combined. Very nice. Are either of these guys intelligent? Quick and resilient. Resilient and intelligent. So he's probably also good. Yeah. So he's also gonna get the same hit point boost that our healthy one did. Just not get the heal every turn. And probably has a little bit of extra resistances that our other friend does not have, is my guess. I don't know for that for sure. Conrad's gonna hold here, and we might drop some folks back to help him deal with his enemies. Yep, there's the after max level advancement for him. And now we drop back. Let's see. Probably do something like this. Although we've got the 70 where we are. So let's just do this for now. Yeah. That's good there. We're gonna go ahead and... Oh, I shouldn't have done that. This fugitive should come back and help Callan, or Conrad. Although maybe Callan's will come back and help Conrad. Conrad's gonna have to retreat a little bit more, unfortunately. We are going to be pinchered in just a second here, which I don't like. Alright, we want to get some folks some experience, so back you up, hit you down. Nice. And then we're just going to go down here with you. Let's see, can we... No, that doesn't make a whole lot of sense at this point, so yeah. We'll do that. And from that, we can reassign our healers a little bit. And yeah, Callan's is going to go up here to help out. We'll choke point right here. Should be good on that front. We get some story here. We already talked about that. It looks like they may have already completely routed our allies to the north. Yeah, and now they're coming back down south. Yikes. That's not great for us. That means we need to bring you back down with us. Okay. It ain't great. But, you know, we do what we have to. Try and get a heal there. We're not actually going to attack, but we are going to stay put and hold that. We'll leave Delphador down so we can sort of do a shimmy. Switch some units around there and do good. Bunch of ghosts. Now, the good thing about this is that they haven't been able to get out and capture any more houses, so they can't get any more recruits. They're stuck with only the gold that they had. Once we deal with that, they're done. Alright, let's get a little bit of a shuffle going around here. Because this is interesting. Now we can attack from 2 angles there. We're not going to, but we could. Might do that. Yeah, I think I will do... No. No, because if I do that, then he can get hit by 2 opponents. So we won't do that. We'll just hold right here. So Conrad needs the kill here to level up. I didn't get it. He'll go step on a house then. And I want to watch to see, because we could send this dwarf up north if we needed to. Okay. Just like last time, it's amazing how many turns go by when you don't have, or how quickly turns go by when you don't have very many troops to attack with. Alright, you gotta go back down here. Ugh. No. I mean, we're gonna try it. Yikes. Friend. You gotta do better than that. Okay, now there's no level 2s down here. I feel comfortable doing this. Just trying to get a little bit more experience. We're gonna bring our healer up north because our leader needs to be healed. Also, definitely don't like how much... definitely don't like that trolls just regenerate. It's really frustrating, and it makes it very difficult to deal with them. Yeah, and unfortunately, Callan's killed, so Conrad camps. Alright, we're gonna try just dropping in between working on final projects. Trolls are the worst. Yeah. Nice to see you. We already had a full stream wipe. We got unlucky in the next scenario, and 2 troll warriors in 1 turn swooped up on Callan's and killed him. Because we were doing pretty well other than that. But we've learned some things, as is always the case. We're always learning. Always learning. So we're a little bit more effective than we were last time on this scenario. At least I think we are. It's hard to tell because last time we didn't trigger the broken walls down here. So in the last time we ran this scenario, we didn't see the undead until turn 20. And now we've almost killed them, but the trolls we have a much worse position with them. Alright, we need to stay over here and heal. Also, I came across... I don't know if this is just new to me or new to the game, but healthy as a trait. The last time we were running this back, we had a healthy dwarvish fighter, and I think it's my new favorite trait for a tank. I don't know if it's just new to you. You love dwarves for that. Okay. Yeah, we got really lucky, and we had a healthy, intelligent dwarvish fighter last time that in this scenario we just pumped straight up to level 3. Unfortunately, we didn't get one this time, but I will definitely be on the lookout for those moving forward. Also, I thought I remembered in years past, if you had 2 healers next to someone, they would heal doubly. Am I just misremembering that? Because that is not the case. You thought that was right too? Yeah, that must have gotten nerfed. Okay, I'm glad I'm not completely crazy. Oops, not quite that far back. Alright, well, there's nothing we can do about it then. That's a lie, I just need to be smarter about that. Okay, that's fine. Although I suppose if I did that, then I could move there. And we'll just kind of hold the undead back, heal here, and then we'll be able to crash back on them. Okay. Yikes, 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 hey! Rude. Okay, we're no longer doing better than we were last time. We're now about even, because last time we lost our Silver Mage. And now we lost our Shide. But we might be able to end Lionel right here. Oh no! Oh, this is the worst timeline! Ah! 2 hit points. Although maybe this is okay. Maybe that means that no one, he won't move and he won't attack because it's too easy for him to die. No, he'll totally attack. He'll totally attack. Oh, we might be wiping again. Oh, wait. Yes! Protect! Protect! Don't even attack, just stand there. Oh, buddy. Alright, again, Conrad just needs a kill. And we're not gonna get it to him. 19 by 2 is 38. It could kill Conrad, but it could also kill Callens, so we just need to start getting some sort of damage in here. And just try and dissuade him from attacking. Oh, good. Okay, so Conrad leveled up. Or after max level, leveled up. The earth shakes. Woo! This passageway is now opened. Luckily, it opened after their leader died, so they don't get the gold bonus to recruit anyone. So, how is this supposed to work well? This looks really hard to come back from. It looks very hard to come back from. I will not lie. I agree with you there. However, I don't think it looks impossible to come back from. So in this case, this is a gamble, but I think, yes, okay, good. That almost didn't pay off. Losing our healer is very, very rough. There's no other way to put that. What I can do is put me into a position where only one person can attack me at a time. And other than that, just sort of hope. Basically hope that I can retreat these guys to get healed fast enough. Okay. I think I managed to get him back. And him. Because now we can replace with any number of people. Callan still needs to heal. Honestly, this fugitive is doing a good job of controlling where folks can and can't go. But I think I can do the same thing. So I'm going to be retreating. Question is just how to do so in a way. Callans could go to the right and take care of him. Actually, we are going to be retreating. I think that needs to happen. But I think I can do it like this. Oh, and I have another unit. Do I want this unit to stay invisible, or do I want to break invisibility? Actually, popping around this side is tempting. Let's do that. Let's cut across in here. We're going to have to deal with the assassin, but I don't think the assassin's going to attack a level 3 from the water. That seems stupid. Yeah, great. Great. Okay, this is good. Retreat! What surprised me the last time we were doing this scenario was that the story says that Lionel was killed by the orcs and thus hates the orcs. But his units, the undead, do not attack the orcs at all. And that confused me. That might have just been a fluke, but I don't think so. Yeah, like those ghosts, or those ghosts should have attacked the troll whelp here. So I don't know what's up with that. Alright, we still have another 30 turns. So we might still be able to make this work. It's going to be very difficult. Undead don't get affected by the zone of control. Yeah. So they are allies. They're not enemies, yeah. Which is very, very strange to me. Alright, we are going to bring it back to here, and we're going to hold right here. Oh, that's not good positioning. You there. Conrad there. I don't like it, but I think that's going to be the best we can do right now. Ideally, we get in a position where whoever comes up next, we can damage them enough that we can switch out for the Dwarvish Fighter, who can then get a level up. Hey, Vorty. Nice to see you in chat. So that's easy enough. Yeah. That's not actually the worst thing that could have happened. Because I think we can do this the way I want to. That's much worse for us. Your brother just left for his girlfriend's house? Yeah. My brother lives at his girlfriend's house, so, I don't know. And we'll get the leadership bonus. Alright. You drew some Gwimli fan art? Did you really? Oh my god. No! No! What are you doing? You poor, foolish dwarf. Oh, tragedy. Let's provide some other targets. I would love to see your Gwimli fan art. That's super cool. If this channel ever gets to the point where we get emotes, I would love a Gwimli emote. Oh, yuck. We might wipe pretty soon here. Like, I've done a lot to help us come back. Rip that unknown dwarf. Where would you like? Is it digital or is it, did you actually draw out something? Because if it's digital, I think we're friends on Facebook and you can just send it to me that way on Facebook Messenger. Or we can find some other way of exchanging contact information. Alright, we gotta get these guys healed. And hope that our fugitive survives. You actually drew it. Oh, boo. In that case, I mean, you don't have Facebook. Well, hang on. I think you're on the same Discord server that I am. Also, actually, you should be able to DM me on Twitch, maybe? Not sure. Yeah. And I will be... Yeah, so either on Discord or on Twitch would be fine. I will also be home later this summer, so hopefully at some point we'll be able to actually meet up and you can show it to me then also. Alright, this scenario is not looking good. I think it's technically salvageable, but it's going to run us into the ground moving forward. Alright, good luck on final projects and things, Desmartus. You're almost done. I think we just have to keep retreating here. Like, our units are good, and they're going to survive for a while, but at this point, Green has taken over so many of the villages that they're just going to constantly be pumping out new units. Obviously, we're going to play this out because I like doing that. I want to really do this in the spirit of an Iron Man and not just reload because I want to reload. But I don't have high hopes at this point. Your friend bought you the Crusaders-like game that is in space, so you're playing that currently. Is that Stellaris? Because that sounds like Stellaris. Alright, we've got a new choke point, and this time we have a village to stand on. Ah, and they are just gonna... They're content to make me come to them. Rude. That's actually really annoying. And so I'm going to have to come to them. I have to press the smallest advantage that I have. It is in fact Stellaris. Yeah, I kind of figured. I have been really enjoying Crusader Kings. I've been playing through that recently. Sunk a boatload of hours into it now. Darn. Wow, yeah. They're just... Look at how many units we have to contend with at this point. We can't keep giving them experience like that. Oh, and they're just going to say, you're not going to. We're going to give another unit experience. And then we say, are we? Are we really? Because I don't think so. Yeah, for every one of their units we kill, they recruit 2 more. And they effectively have us choke pointed now. Yeah, we can't get past them. Come on, 75% chance. Yeah, I saw that Paradox had a huge sale. I gotta pay rent, so I can't afford to buy any more video games right now. Finally. Alright. That's something at least. Oh, man. Like, how do we win this? I don't know if we do. I'm not even sure it's possible at this point. Yee, rent seems like a much better investment. Yeah, I agree. I like living in a place. The only nice thing is that we're slowly chipping away at our in-game debt. But again, we're up against the clock. And they just have so many more resources than we do that I don't think this is a winnable scenario at this point. Oh, that was almost it right there. And it might still be it. Because I have to... Oh no, the zone of control blocks him out. There we go. Wow! The magic that has 70% chance to hit 0 times. 0 out of 5. And that's it. Okay, well... I do like what we learned there. You just sent me a picture on Discord, by the way. All right, let me check that real quick because we have the technology. And do you mind if I share it on stream? Okay, cool. Well, let me take a look at this real quick. Very nice. I just felt like drawing a small anime lad of Gimli. Yeah. Look, it's Gimli, everybody. It's a very nice Gimli. That's really cool. And I have noticed again that my camera has decided to be a butt. Alright, we're back there. You've become a swinging cat. Yes, that's... Yep. That's what happens when my camera dies. I become a swinging upside-down cat. This is really cool. I like it a lot. That's neat. All right. Let's cut back to the game here. We're back in the same place. What did us in there was losing the healer and not being prepared to fight against the it's the undead so early. We just got caught super unaware. Initials. Ah. I don't have a logo, so you just use my initials. Thank you. Yeah, I will... If this becomes anything that I plan to keep doing beyond just this summer, I'll find some sort of logo. Probably it's going to be a big cannon. Yeah, if you want to concept art some stuff out, go for it. A cannon in a box? Yeah. Alright, I think I need to not worry so much about recruiting dwarves and getting experience for new dwarves in this scenario, and just a cannon on a wall. Yeah, to really tie it together with Chekhov's cannon. So we are going to focus instead on units that are going to be useful. So Mage of Light, and we get 2 more. I mean, these fugitives have been useful each and every time, and we want a healer, so I think that's going to do it. Wait, we want our units to be useful? Yeah, I know. Wild. it's funny because you're making a reference to Chekhov's gun, right? With Chekhov's cannon, and clearly that is the reference that I'm making. Make no mistake about that. However, there's some deeper meaning behind that because I did not study film, and Chekhov's gun is a very specifically film thing. I have a degree in theater, and there are two very important Chekhovs for live theater and the world of live theater innovations. Anton Chekhov, who wrote the famous plays that include The Four Sisters and The Cherry Orchard, and then his cousin Michael Chekhov, or Mikhail Chekhov, was an actor and teacher, and those are people that I've actually studied, and so that's kind of that was the analogy I was going for. But of course, to make sense to anybody who has not studied Russian theater specifically, Chekhov's cannon also refers back to just like Chekhov's gun and film and that whole genre, and the idea of performance and using props. Anyway, so there's a lot there. If we wanted to get into symbolism in a logo, there's a lot to work with. I think we're just gonna... Oh, man. I'm torn. No, we'll go down with Conrad with the intention here to be to quickly clear out the undead and then recruit off of their keep. It's a very interesting backstory. I don't know about that. It's certainly something. Interesting. I mean, I'll leave that to you to decide. All right, so we triggered that. I think we did that a turn too early. But that's okay. And that's our friends. Undead. They've moved up. Yeah, we need to contain them. We can't let them out. Yeah, we triggered that a turn too early. I gotta be more careful than that. Hopefully that's not what does us in. I think we can still contain them. We have better magic users this time, so this might be a little bit easier than it was previously, and we have 2 healers. You're currently charting space as a species of sentient mollusks. Very nice. It's really interesting seeing just half of combat happen over here. Depending on what happens here, if we can use our fugitive to help keep them contained a little bit while we do this, we will. But at the end of the day, we're going to keep our unit alive. You think that despite our race, despite owning 3 solar systems, has 33 people. Wow. All right. 17. He's actually chaotic. So... yeah. There we go. more aggressive this time because I think our units can handle it. And also because we need to clear this out kind of quickly. But they all live very long lives, so it's probably fine. Yeah, just don't get poisoned, you know? Yeah, dwarf friends! Yeah, dwarf friends are surviving! We are gonna back them up here because we do really need these guys to stay contained. And 2v2 is a battle that the dwarves will eventually lose because they're all level 1 against all level 2s. But if we can help turn that tide a little bit, like especially if these two retreat, then it's 3-on-2, and that's actually reasonable. Despite, and then vast numbers matter less. Choke points really make a difference. Oh, you've got to level up. Yeah. Let's back it out. Sure. Oh, I meant to... Damn it, I meant to put Callan's there, not my healer. Whoops. That's fine, right? That's probably fine. So I'm actually not going to move forward in this case. I want to let them come up a little bit so we have them more surrounded. But of course, they're just going to advance, so... Alright, we've effectively got things blocked off in a really nice way right now. You gotta hit. I feel like I say that a lot. Look at that, 15-5. That's redonkulous. That's almost better than Delphador. Oh my goodness, I can't believe that dwarf is still alive. Actually, I think 15-5 is better than... No, maybe not. Ah! What's up with that? Their 30% hit us, and our 70% did not hit them. This is some kind of bullshit, I'll tell you what. And we're gonna have to sub him back out, I think. Oh my god, that dwarf should have been dead a long time ago. Okay, so now they're starting to creep out, which is where our fugitive being there is going to be helpful. And we lost that fugitive, which I probably should have seen coming. Alright, we have to back up. We're not going to be able to keep them in any longer. Yeah, okay, so we ambushed them, which is fine. Oh my god! Ah! Okay, so I pushed too hard. I pushed too hard there. We got, like, everything I've been saying the last several playthroughs was, all right, we want to hold our choke points and not move up here because then they can surround us and attack us with multiple units. And then I just let them do that. I pushed way too hard. But I wanted to deal with them before we let the orcs get too close on our tail. So I think our unit makeup was probably pretty good. We got into a situation where we couldn't use everyone, but I think it was just Conrad that was sort of sitting back useless, aside from our 2 healers, which are not useless even if they're not being used. So we'll probably do a very similar thing. And I do like having 1 fugitive sitting over there. I think we're gonna wait 1 more turn than we did this last time to trigger the event. And if I get my Mage of Light up... The problem with the Mage of Light is he just doesn't have many hit points. So putting him in the front line is really challenging to justify. But I do think it's important to deal with the undead first. Because that way we prevent them from gaining the villages they would need to really cause us trouble in the later game, which is what happened the first time we played through this scenario. Big cave in. We want to make sure we are prepared to trigger that event. Conrad's not doing anything for us there. We need to keep him moving. Alright, we could trigger it this turn. And I think I feel comfortable with that. Rocks are moving. Undead. Alright. It's not great. But that's why we have healers. You need 1 experience so he can stay exactly where he is. Or even move in. I'm happy in here. Essentially, I'm just never going to push to these 2 squares until we've really decimated their troops. Which will take us some time. So, Delphador has the most hit points, so I'm going to bring him in first. And also that allows us to get the 15-5 against the Revenant. we'll need to bring some folks back and retreat, but that should be okay. I'm bringing this fugitive down this way instead of over here because I'm going to go for the houses and try and gain us some more gold so that hopefully we can, once we deal with these guys, we'll be able to recruit using their keep, is my hope. Right, we're not doing that. We are going to here only. Oh my goodness, the orcs have already routed the dwarves. That's not good. Because now we're fighting a battle on two fronts. Alright, we're gonna stay there. Oh boy. Okay. It's just trying to alternate the strong troops with the ones that are currently injured. The caves are really a situation where superior numbers almost doesn't matter, and it certainly doesn't matter as much as it normally would. Instead, quality of your troops is much more important, and quality of your opponent's troops. And holding choke points and making sure to switch out units that are injured and all of that is much more important in this type of a fight than anything else. Let me give this to Conrad because he's 19 off from a level up, which will heal him. So now we're only 3 off. No one else is nearby. Yeah. Oh boy, I want to go for this so badly. Let's look at the statistics. We can do so much damage to him. But I don't think we're quite in a position where that makes sense. Instead, we're going to try for this. We've got more health. will temporarily back up our healer because it's actually hurting us. Oh, very nice. In fact, we'll just switch which is healing which. Why did I move you? I needed to put you by a healer. Alright, well, that's fine. We'll do it this way. Yeah, that's fine. Not ideal, but fine. Okay. Yeah, so now the orcs are doing their thing. They've clearly destroyed the other dwarves, and they're now going to take as many villages as they can, which is going to make them very difficult to come back from. And we did not get enough villages to the point where after we kill this guy, we're going to be able to recruit anyone. We're just going to be stuck with who we have. Now, he moved back. That's fine. He can certainly try that. Actually, no. Pop you there. Let's see what the orcs do. Oh, the orcs they are not going to advance any further. Because that doesn't make sense to them. Which makes sense to me that it doesn't make sense to them. Alright, we're really wearing down on them now. To the point where I think we're going to have to switch our active fight to be over here. There's not quite as good of a choke point over here. Best I can do is 2v2. And if I do it wrong, it's 3v2. Alright, got a after max level up for Callens, which is good. Gonna have to push up a little bit. You have to heal. If you needed 2 experience instead of 3, we'd be fine. But you need 1 too many experience. So you've got to stay put. You also need to heal, so you're also going to stay put. You're on a 70%, which is really good. And we're going to back up to there, and just hold off the undead while we regain control of this situation with the orcs here. Yeah, fine. Time for the old switcheroony. Conrad's got a boatload of hit points, but I don't think it's quite enough. Question is, what do we do with our Sylph here? Because she's currently on a 30% square, which is not good. I think we have to pull back just with everyone here. that's not how I need to do this. Okay, good. Alright. So honestly, I can almost just bring him back. I don't think I quite can just yet. We'll set up for it for next turn, though. This is dangerous. It wasn't necessary. Oh, good. It wasn't necessarily on purpose that I didn't attack with Conrad, but that ended up okay. I don't like that. But neither do they. So... how do we do this now? I think probably like this. Conrad's on a 40, which is kind of as good as he can get. He's not even going to attack. He's just going to stand there. And that's exactly what's going to happen down here, is we're not going to attack, we're just going to stand here. How close are you to level up? You need 11? Okay, no, that'll work. Yes, that works. And then I think we can just do this. And we've effectively dealt with the undead at this point. Conrad got lucky. Now that passageway over there has opened up. And we are going to just back away one more set of... Oh, I don't want to though, because this gives our fugitive 70%. But now we're the 3-on-2, like I mentioned earlier. I would much rather have control of these two spots, so it's 2-on-2. As it is, though... let's do that, because the rock hurler is not going to be... rock lobber is not going to be able to do a lot here. Then we can do that. Everyone else is just going to chill, unfortunately. We're going to switch out the active fugitive. And I think we just have to go for it now. Again, not ideal, but I think it's good enough at this stage. Delphador is going to go make some trouble for him. And next turn, these two are going to take out our friend here. We are going to wait a turn, though, because 14 by 4 is just stupid deadly. We'll move forward 1. It would need to hit every single time for it to kill Callan's and reset us. So that's a risk I'm willing to take. Yep, okay. So it did not. And now we can take him out. Like that. Which is good. Delphador. My god, you need to hit! Wow. Conrad is poisoned. But I think we're now in a pretty good place. So that's good. We'll be sending this fugitive back up with Delphador to recapture these 2 houses after we kill the Orcish warrior. And now these guys just need to boogie and finish this scenario as quickly as we can. Another rock lobber there. But we can control where and how he attacks. So that's useful. Oops. Delphador is not feeling great. He's just gonna sit there, isn't he? Which means that we are gonna have to go for him and kind of hope. Good. Oh, we could have gone through the other way. I wasn't sure what would be faster. No. Sure. Hey, we got an ally. Oh, lol. And Callan's does not move very fast down here. Thank you, ally, for blocking the path. Motherfucker. Oh! Hello! Seven turns to there, 9 turns, so this is faster. At least he moved out of our way this time. Oh, you've got to be kidding me. We lost our friendly dwarf fighter. No, that doesn't make sense. Take the village away from your enemy instead of from no one. Another choke point. This time we can move past it. Alright, we have another 24 turns to go. On a 70? Alright, fine. And I can't undo. Right. Okay. Go there. Alright. Alright, alright, alright. Let's do this as quickly as we can, but without losing our units. Everyone is hurt. But I think we're going to be able to finish this off relatively quickly. We just have to be careful as we move forward here. And make sure that we choose the when and how that battles get fought. Okay. Ah! I got a little bit over ambitious there. Yep. Oh no! Oh, fuck. Alright, so now we have to train a new white mage. But the good news is that we are hopefully done with this mission almost right now. Oh my god. You've got to be kidding me. No. I swear to god, if we wipe at the end of the stream and have to start all over again next time. Jesus Christ. Alright, well, thanks for tuning in tonight, guys. We will be starting over here again on Wednesday of next week. That's really disappointing. Okay, well. Yeah, so that happened. We will be starting over at this same scenario again next week. Um, on Monday, though, from 1 until 4 o'clock in the afternoon, I will be playing something with hopefully someone. I don't know what yet. I don't know with who yet, but tune in. 1 to 4 should be fun. The standard, if you haven't already followed my channel, do so that you get notified when I go live. My schedule is right down below here. Lets you know when the next time I go live is. And I will be updating that today to reflect Monday being a stream day. And then we're back on Tuesday with more XCOM. We are feeling the bad beats there as well as here. So that's fun. It's going well, though. It's going well. And then, like I said, we'll be back with Wesnoth on Wednesday of next week. Check out all the other streamers that are hanging out in chat. I know Floorman streams. And I know that I think Befuddled Magician is planning to start up a stream on Sunday, either this week or next week. I don't remember exactly. But all their channels are linked down below also. So make sure to you check them out, give them all a follow, and just generally keep being great people like you are. Thank you for tuning in, and we will raid Loading Ready Run. Looks like they're playing some Magic tonight. So that should be fun. If you stuck around this long, thank you. And go spread some joy and positivity. It looks like James is streaming Magic for Loading Ready Run. Thank you all again for hanging out.